We are finally back. Well, hopefully we are back because the news that we have been seeing. That is right. Austin Reaves intending to sign that 4 year, $185 million contract to return to the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, I know all of you guys are going to be sitting in there in that YouTube chat all over social media. Why in the hell are the Lakers paying Austin Reaves that much money? Let's be real. And let's just be brutally honest. We knew that the Lakers were going to bring back Austin Reaves. So they did take care of Austin Reaves. All right. They took care of Austin Reaves. Now the next process is what are they going to do with LeBron James? What is the roster construction going to look like? Did they overpay for Austin Reaves? Why did the Lakers jump the gun on Austin Reaves this quickly? There's so much things centered around this Lakers team. And if they can build the right team for the foreseeable future. By the way, if you guys have not noticed, look where your boy is at. That is right. The Pizza Hut Content Studio, the newly established Pizza Hut Content Studio. So be sure you guys are going to be seeing me do a lot of Lakers content in here, along with the Blue Review that you guys have been tuning in early on our ESPN Los Angeles YouTube channel at 6:30 in the morning. There's going to be a lot of other different content stuff that is going to come out of this Pizza Hut Content Studio. But man, this is a beautiful place to be doing Lakers Talk daily with you guys tuning in. So let's just get right into it. When we saw that notification from Shams Charania and saying that Austin Reaves intends to sign that 4-year, $185 million deal to return with the Los Angeles Lakers. And immediately when I saw that, I was all like, whoo, it's a lot of money to be paying Austin Reaves, a guy who was on the cusp of being an all-star, but he did not make that all-star team because due to injuries. Now, you're taking a look at the consideration that Austin Reaves is a similar player, just like Luka Doncic. So now your two starting guards are guys that are pretty much one-sided players. Luka Doncic is one of the most dominant offensive players that we have seen in today's NBA, and Austin Reaves, who has been becoming one of the most talented offensive players in today's NBA as well. But what is one thing that we always keep going back to when it comes to those two guys is that they do not defend at a high enough level to be really, really effective. Meaning that offense, we're not worried about scoring. I think that's what we always have to come back to, as well as that when it comes to offense between Luka Doncic and Austin Reaves, that wasn't a worry. The worry is paying Austin Reaves and paying Luka Doncic that much money and them not being able to defend on the other end of the basketball court. So with this deal being made, I want you guys to know, you guys are probably sitting there and you're worried as far as what is this going to mean for the cap space and if the Lakers are going to be able to have a lot of flexibility still to make the right moves. They are. They are still going to be able to have a little bit of flexibility to still build the right team around Luka Doncic and now Austin Reaves if this deal holds. And this is from Bobby Marks, and he is saying that the agreement has no impact on the Lakers' cap flexibility this summer, meaning the Lakers' projected room takes into account Reeves' $20 million cap hold, 21 if you want to round it up, $20 million cap hold. He will sign last after the Lakers exhaust room. I mean, he will be the last to sign his contract when Lakers are trying to build and find different pieces to build around Luka Doncic and Austin Reaves. So he's only set to make $41 million in his first year. And, of course, the numbers, they go up as each year goes along. So the Lakers still have their ability. They still have that wiggle room to make the right moves and to build the right team around these two. So now we're seeing what the NBA draft, and I kind of want to touch on that on the second half of this episode. But you're seeing what they were able to draft. They got a two-way guard, athletic wing, as far as Cameron Carr. And I'm not going to lie to you, I was expecting the Lakers to kind of go big man. Hell, look what the Oklahoma City Thunder did. I don't know if you guys really paid attention, I know they got that dude Jaden Quaintance. I'm trying not to butcher his name, Jaden Quaintance, and they also got Tyrus Reed Jr. So you're telling me the San Antonio Spurs doubled up on two big men? They doubled up on two big men, and that's why I thought the Lakers are going to go ahead and try to acquire a big man in this year's draft. But it seems like they got a steal of the draft. I know I tweeted out, everyone was saying that the steal of the draft. We said that when it came to Dalton Connect. I totally agree with you guys. We've been saying that. But this guy was supposed to be a lottery pick. He was supposed to be a lottery pick, ended up falling back. Don't know the reason why. I'm not going to get into the reason why. But this is just all just summing up what the Lakers are doing thus far. So they got Cameron Carr. And then they also, so now you see what they got with Austin Reaves. All right. I was surprised. I'm like, I thought the Lakers were going to add size. I thought they were going to get a big man. We don't know what Deondre Ayton is going to do. We don't know if he's going to come back and if he's going to decline his player option. We don't know what the Lakers are going to have with Marcus Smart. We don't know if he's going to decline his player option. LeBron James, what is the money that they're going to try to offer him if LeBron James tries to go elsewhere? The Lakers' flexibility and who they are now are going to try to build around Luka Doncic and Austin Reaves. What are the Lakers going to do? And just to let you guys know, I know I'm kind of going all around the place a little bit, but just seeing all these stuff around Austin Reaves is that as of right now, hear me out when I tell you guys this. As of right now, Austin Reaves will check in as the 16th highest paid guard in the NBA next season. Let me tell you that one more time. As of right now, Austin Reaves will be the 16th highest paid guard in the NBA next season. He's slightly behind Darius Garland and Ja Morant, and he is ahead of LaMelo Ball and Tyrese Maxey. So when you look at those two, you look at those names, can you guys sit here and honestly say that Austin Reaves is better than LaMelo Ball currently right now? Yeah, probably. Is Austin Reaves a better player than Tyrese Maxey right now? Me personally, I would take Tyrese Maxey over Austin Reaves. But that is what the value is at right now. And you're paying Austin Reaves that much money, and he is not an all-star player quite yet. He's putting up all-star numbers, but you're telling me that if you're paying Austin Reaves that much money, you are counting and you're betting on him and Luka Doncic. Those are your two starting guards to get the job done and to try to deliver a championship for the Los Angeles Lakers. And that's why all the Lakers fans, and that's why everyone has been upset or a little bit bothered. It's not because they didn't want Austin Reaves to return. They just wanted to make sure that the money that was going to be set in stone, they got him for the right price. Now, the Lakers, they came to agreement with Austin Reaves early today, and there's reasons behind that. There's a reason why the Lakers and Austin Reaves, they came to an agreement today, because they felt like there was other teams trying to be in contention to sign Austin Reaves. So remember the names that was surrounded as far as the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets were one of those teams that were trying to be in the Austin Reaves sweepstakes. All right, but look what happened to them. The Minnesota Timberwolves, they traded Julius Randle. Julius Randle ends up going to the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets now no longer have that same amount of cap space to try to pay Austin Reaves that max contract. Remember, it was like 4 years, $178 million. If I have to go back and do my research. So Brooklyn Nets, all of a sudden, they're kind of out of the sweepstakes to acquire Austin Reaves. Bulls are what? Probably one of those names, but they take on Nicholas Claxton. Nicholas Claxton ends up going to the Chicago Bulls. So now all of a sudden, they're kind of out of the Austin Reaves sweepstakes. So there was one other team that was potentially trying to pursue Austin Reaves. And there's names that's been going around is the Detroit Pistons. All right, we've seen the Detroit Pistons. They were struggling in their guard. I mean, they were struggling when it came to someone else to be that secondary ball handler, someone else to provide scoring alongside Cade Cunningham. All right. So they're looking at if they could potentially get Austin Reaves and pair him alongside Kane Cunningham, knowing that they potentially will be bringing back Jalen Duren. The Detroit Pistons looking at we are a legit contention in the Eastern Conference. All right. So Lakers, they looked at that and they said, no, we need to get this deal done now because we want to make sure that we take Austin Reaves even out of the free agency. So that is why we're seeing the Lakers and Austin Reaves coming to this agreement. Now, I was a little bit surprised they took 1 year less. Remember, he didn't get the max that he could have gotten, meaning the 5 years, I believe it was around, 248 million. So 1 year less, 4 years, 185 million. Last year is going to be a player option. So, so they need that because they wanted to make sure that this is Luka. This is all Luka's saying. This is all what Luka Doncic wanted. He was a big advocate for Austin Reaves. He was a big advocate for them bringing back Austin Reaves. All right, Luka Doncic is already set in stone of who he wants around his team. The biggest thing that we're always going to keep coming around is who are they going to bring around those two? Because I am in agreement with everyone else. I am in an agreement when it comes to, as of right now, if that is your starting two guards, you don't have the right perimeter defense. You don't have more athletic wings. You don't have guys that can get into passing lanes. You don't got guys that can knock down wide open looks. You don't have size. You don't have a true big man. This Lakers team is not going to go anywhere. We're going to be running into the same problems every single season. But I just want you guys to know that by Austin Reaves signing this contract, this does not take into the cap hold this summer. Lakers still have flexibility to make the right moves. So don't panic. Don't be frustrated. I know that's a lot of money that they're paying Austin Reaves, but remember, the Lakers have to take on that $21 million cap hit. All right. So Reaves will stay on the books at his $21 million cap hold until the Lakers use their cap space. Even if they go the cap space route, the Lakers then will re-sign Austin Reaves after. So they still have flexibility. Who knows? All right. The restricted free agents that we always keep coming back around, the Peyton Watsons, the Walker Kessler. Jalen Duren was named out. Okay. Could the Lakers try to make a trade? Could Jared Allen be available? No, we don't know. We do not know. But as of right now, you take a look at that free agency list, it's not that many names out there that can take a big, significant leap for this Lakers team. If I'm being honest with you guys, can I just have a moment of honesty? I was not expecting Austin Reaves to be taken care of first before LeBron James. We always had that conversation that the Lakers got to take care of LeBron James before they take care of a guy like Austin Reaves, or before they try to look into bringing back Rui Hachimura, which is another conversation. All right, because Rui Hachimura has been one of the top in the league as far as 3-point field goal percentages. Rui Hachimura is roughly around 40% from three. All right, he's that typical wing. A wing power forward position, can space the floor out, knock down the 3-point ball consistently. He provided really good minutes down the stretch for the Los Angeles Lakers heading into the postseason. All right. What is the value for Rui Hachimura? Is he 17, 18, 19, 20 million per year type of guy? Is that what the Lakers, is that the route that they want to try to take? All right. Now you got to look at LeBron James as well, which if the Lakers give LeBron James, $40 million for 1 year, then you're like, what are we doing? Present a plan. Look in there, present the ideal plan. Say, look, we would like to come to an agreement on this at this number. And the reason why we want you to take this number is because we see this guy being a valuable asset to our team. We feel like this guy can add a lot of depth in our wing and our perimeter defense. We feel like this guy can add size, add value on the big man slot. Lakers gonna have to present a plan for LeBron James. And I think just going back and just looking at it, and I'm gonna just give you guys a list of the free agents that the Lakers have on their books right now. So LeBron James heading into free agency, right? DeAndre Ayton has a player option. Marcus Smart has a player option. Rui Hachimura is a free agent. Jackson Hayes is a free agent. Maxi Kleba is a free agent. Luke Kennard is a free agent. All right, and then they got that team option with Nick Smith Jr., Drew Timme, and Chris Mann. They're on their rookie contracts. So you tell me right now, on the Lakers roster, say if Marcus Smart opts out, say if DeAndre Ayton opts out, all right? Your roster right now is Luka Doncic, Austin Reaves, Bronny James, Nick Smith Jr. on that team option, Cam Carr, Dalton Connect, Jake LaRavia, and Adu Thiero. Lakers' projected cap space, this includes Austin Reaves' free agent hold, is at a $45 million, between $45 million and $50 million. Can the Lakers actually build the right team around these two guys? Because there is no defense at all when you with just the way I just listed those names who are currently on this team. All right. Remember, I said this is Marcus Smart and DeAndre Ayton opting out of their contracts. Lakers still have no defense. They still have no true big man. All right. The perimeter shooting, if you get rid of Rui Hachimura, you don't add back Luke Kennard, your perimeter shooting all of a sudden is not there. There's still many, many holes that this Lakers team needs to fulfill. But this is it. I think we just have to understand, we knew this was going to happen. We knew that Austin Reaves was going to come back. We knew that was a strong possibility of him coming back. That's Luka Doncic's guy. And just reading here in the YouTube chat, all right, just kind of go back in here. And by the way, thank you guys so much for tuning in today on Lakers Talk Daily on a special day where Austin Reaves gets a 4-year, $185 million deal to return to the Los Angeles Lakers. Is that Reaves saying Pelinka doesn't like size. He is scared to add size. A&N says Reaves needs to be a six-man, and we need length. We need athleticism in the starting five. He is a glorified third option at best. Sign and trade Bron. Get what you can and move forward. Now, as far as a sign and trade for LeBron James, that's not going to happen. I don't think no one's trying to get into a sign and trade with LeBron James. Just keep it real right there. Austin Reaves at a glorified third option. Who knows? That's why that's why a lot of people are saying that, depending on the price to get Austin Reaves. Now you're paying Austin Reaves that all-star value of money. Now the expectation rises for Austin Reaves. Now all of a sudden, those little injuries, him missing out on games, him not being ready to go come postseason, that's going to hit harder. The criticism is going to be even louder for Austin Reaves. He needs to fulfill. He needs to play to what his numbers are showing in that contract. One bad season, and he's not living up to the money and the value that the Lakers see him, then all of a sudden, the noise just starts to get louder around Austin Reaves. All right? We know what you're going to get out of Luka Doncic. You know what you're going to get out of him. You're going to get scoring. You're going to get that superstar. You're going to get that guy that you're going to rely on down the stretch. And then you look at Austin Reaves, where Luka Doncic took the Dallas Mavericks team to the finals. Right? Did he have the right team around him? Yes, he did. P.J. Washington, Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, which Dallas Mavericks were able to trade and get. Derrick Jones Jr. were they able to find. They had a superstar alongside Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. Luka Doncic led that team to an NBA Finals. So we've seen it. There is living proof. There is living proof that we all see with our two eyes that Luka Doncic is able to take a team to the finals. They didn't have success. We understand that against the Boston Celtics, but they ran into a really good Boston Celtics team. So the proof is there for Luka Doncic. And this is where fans kind of fall back. Is where is the proof of Austin Reaves besides that I'm him moment against the Memphis Grizzlies? Besides having a good series against the Denver Nuggets. Because after that, it's kind of, we ran into the Minnesota Timberwolves where Austin Reaves got exposed. Then we started heading into the postseason this recent season. And I know he had that oblique strain. Didn't play in the series against the Houston Rockets, but he comes back against a hungry, tough, physical Oklahoma City Thunder team who is going to be in the way for the next couple of seasons. And did he have one game that was good? Yes, but still, it wasn't enough with our two eyes to can we count on Austin Reaves to be the second best option for the Los Angeles Lakers? Now, let's just say, did he deserve this money? Yes, he did. Austin Reaves is now the highest paid undrafted player ever in NBA history. Did he deserve it? Yes, he did. From how he started from his rookie season to being a two-way guy to all of a sudden playing meaningful minutes to all of a sudden being that guy the Lakers need to rely on. Austin Reaves has delivered. He has. Let's just be honest. But now, all of a sudden, it's another tier now. Is Austin Reaves actually going to be an all-star? Is he actually going to be consistent throughout the whole regular season? Is he actually going to be a guy that does not get exposed that much come postseason? Now, two things can be true. You can't just rely on Austin Reaves to be a dominant defender. That's not going to happen. Who are you going to put around them to be a complete team? And that's where Rob Pelinka, the Lakers front office, what are you going to do? Now, just more things I want to get into. Just one last thing I want to get into is that seeing the Lakers and they drafted Cameron Carr last night. And I believe we have this graphic. And this is their war room. So everyone was kind of tweeting out and going out through social media and seeing like, what is this Lakers war room looking like? And why is it not that much? We've seen all these guys as far as in the front office positions get signed. Like, why isn't the war room fulfilled with all those guys that they signed? And it was just like Rob. It was Rob Pelinka. It was JJ Redick. It wasn't that many guys surrounded around him. So seeing Lakers and, after they acquired Cameron Carr, I'm not going to sit here and act like I know every single thing about Cameron Carr. But I will say this, after things I've been seeing and things I've been hearing, as far as him being 6'5", as far as him having the second highest verticality, as far as him having a 7'1" wingspan, as far as he can space the floor out, can knock down the three-point ball, can be a reliable defender. Those are all glaring things because Lakers still need to add to that part of their team. Wing defenders, guys that can keep opponents in front. Is he going to be coming right in and playing some heavy minutes? Probably not. And this is where I'm going to say is that the development process needs to be better. All right. Can the Lakers develop a Deondre? Can the Lakers now develop Cameron Carr? I don't know what it's going to look like for Bronny James. I know he has some minutes in the postseason. I know he plays some minutes here and there throughout the season. What is that going to be looking like for Bronny James? We don't know what's going to happen with Dalton Knecht. Dalton Knecht now became unplayable ever since that trade got rescinded between him and Mark Williams. And by the way, the Lakers had that chance. They had that deal going with Mark Williams because they were going to get him in that trade, and it was going to be for cheap because Mark Williams is still going to be on his rookie contract. So that's why the Lakers looked at that as an ideal piece to build around and put alongside Luka Doncic. But all that stuff didn't happen. Now, you see every single thing. Can they actually develop these guys? Because these recent draft picks that the Lakers have been getting between Knecht, Chris Trevino, Adu Thiero hasn't really gotten that much impact immediately like we have been seeing alongside these other teams in the NBA. So that's another thing that we have to take into account for. But the biggest splash and the biggest thing that we've seen thus far from the Los Angeles Lakers is that they signed Austin Reaves to that 4-year, $185 million deal. Austin Reaves now has to play to a level to where all that money that you are given, you have to be able to live up to that. We're not going to expect him every single game to be a hit, but we need to see a trend towards the right step. More consistency, especially in the postseason. Now, Lakers Talk Daily. Hopefully we keep this thing rolling because free agency, it's literally next week. And we all are going to be having our eyes open, especially seeing this deal go down. Now all is going to be relying on, okay, what wing are we going to get? What big man can the Lakers try to get? And I want to read one more before I get out of here, is that A&N, by the way, again, thank you guys so much for tuning in today for Lakers Talk Daily. I know it's very, very last minute, but again, you guys coming in here and joining me today, really, really appreciative of that. Is that Brian Windhorst said Jared Allen for LeBron will be of interest to the Lakers, and he said that on ESPN Cleveland. Now, if the Lakers were to get Jared Allen, and I'm going to stand on this, if they were somehow able to get Jared Allen, all of a sudden your big man spot is fulfilled. Jared Allen can defend. Jared Allen can score. He is a good roller to the basket. That is the ideal piece to put alongside both of Luka Doncic and Austin Reaves. Because if they are getting beat in the perimeter, you can rely on Jared Allen to be that high-level shot blocker, because he has been that type of big man that a lot of teams gravitate towards and want to have on their roster. I will be like in shock if Lakers were to get him, but if they are to acquire a big man like that, all of a sudden, all right, we're cooking something up here. We're starting to put the right team and a complete team to try to win a championship for the foreseeable future. Let's not sit here and act like Lakers are going to win one next year. It's going to be time. It's going to be patience alongside this process. We just want to see them put pieces by pieces and starting to see a complete team to compete with OKC, to compete with San Antonio. That is where the market is at right now. And let's see what the Lakers can do come July 1st. But, whew, here we go. Free agency is right around the corner. And let's just see what the Lakers can do. Hopefully they did not overpay for Austin Reaves, and we hope that he actually goes out there and delivers and becomes an all-star. But as of right now, let's just see what the Lakers can do. So, from this very, very last-minute episode of Lakers Talk Daily, I feel like it's been a good one. And I appreciate you guys for always, always tuning in. For myself, in this beautiful Pizza Hut content studio where we are going to be doing a lot of things in here. Just telling you guys right now, it is going to be fun. It is going to be great in this very own Pizza Hut content studio. But for me, you guys in the YouTube chat, and my guy Tim, John, Brooke, the whole crew back there running this operation, thank you guys as well. Hopefully, I'll be talking to you guys soon. And any more Lakers news, we're definitely going to have to react to it. You guys have a great rest of your day. I will catch you guys later on the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Your boy is out.